When you think about Cristiano Ronaldo, what comes to mind? Probably a guy who's insanely talented, right? You think about his unbelievable skills on the field, his perfect goals, and his status as one of the best soccer players ever. But here's the thing that most people don't realize. A huge part of Ronaldo's success doesn't come from just his body or his natural talent. It comes from his mind. Yeah, we're talking about mental warfare. Ronaldo is like a general on the soccer field, not just because of his physical ability, but because of how he uses his brain to control the game. He knows how to get inside his opponent's head, control the narrative, and stay focused in the most stressful moments. Let's start with something simple: confidence. We've all heard someone say, "You've got to believe in yourself." But for Cristiano Ronaldo, belief isn't just something he says, it's something he does. Ronaldo has this kind of unshakable self-belief that, honestly, is one of the main reasons he's so successful. Think about it. He's not just playing for a team, he's playing for himself, and he knows that if he believes he can do something, his body will follow. This mindset isn't something he picked up overnight. He's worked on it every single day, which brings us to the concept of mental conditioning. Ronaldo is known for his intense training routines, and it's not just about getting faster or stronger. He's constantly training his mind to stay focused, no matter the situation. Whether it's during a tough match in front of millions of fans, or even when he's under pressure from the media, Ronaldo remains calm. This is where mental resilience comes into play. Mental resilience is your ability to bounce back from tough situations, to keep your head cool when everything around you is chaotic. And that's exactly what Ronaldo does. He can block out distractions, ignore the critics, and focus on what's most important: performing in the game. Now, here's something else that Ronaldo uses to his advantage: psychological preparation. Before every game, he doesn't just focus on the technical side of the sport. He mentally prepares himself to handle whatever comes his way. This means thinking about the challenges he might face during the game, visualizing scoring goals, or even imagining the pressure he'll feel. It's almost like he's creating a mental roadmap of the match before it even starts. This kind of preparation helps him stay calm and in control when things don't go as planned. But what's even more interesting is how Ronaldo uses his mind to control his opponents. Have you ever noticed how some players seem to get under other players' skin? They know how to trash talk, make you feel bad about yourself, or even make you lose your focus. Ronaldo does this in a way that's a bit more subtle but just as effective. He's confident and he knows how to show it. When he scores a goal, when he does something amazing, it's not just for him. It's also for his opponents. He wants them to see that he's in control, and that can mess with their heads. One of the most powerful aspects of Ronaldo's psychological game is his focus on the present moment. It's easy to get distracted, especially in a high-pressure game. But Ronaldo doesn't dwell on past mistakes or get too excited about future opportunities. He stays locked in on what's happening right now. This ability to stay in the present moment, no matter the chaos around him, is one of the reasons he can perform under pressure and continue to succeed. Now, let's dig into something that's key to understanding Ronaldo's success: his competitive drive. We've all heard about how much he loves to win, but it's more than just a desire to be the best. It's a mindset that pushes him beyond the limits of what seems possible. Ronaldo is known for setting incredibly high standards for himself. He doesn't just want to be good. He wants to be great, and not just today but every single day. This drive isn't just about achieving things in the moment. It's about consistently pushing himself, no matter how many goals he's already scored or how many awards he's already won. This relentless pursuit of greatness is what fuels his mental toughness. Mental toughness is about not backing down when things get hard. It's about staying focused even when your body's exhausted and your mind is screaming to give up. And Cristiano Ronaldo is a master at this. He pushes through the toughest moments and comes out stronger on the other side. Think about the amount of physical pain he's endured throughout his career, yet he always bounces back. That toughness, that determination to keep going, comes from inside his mind. He doesn't let setbacks define him. Instead, he uses them as fuel to keep getting better. But there's another part of his mental game that's fascinating: his adaptability. Cristiano Ronaldo has played for some of the biggest clubs in the world, and he's had to adjust to different styles of play, different teammates, and different cultures. It's not easy to move from one team to another, especially when the pressure to perform is so high. But Ronaldo has always been able to adapt, and that's because of how he approaches change. He doesn't fear it. He embraces it. Every time he steps onto a new team or faces a new challenge, he sees it as an opportunity to grow. He looks for ways to get better, to learn from the situation, and to turn any challenge into an advantage. This ability to adapt is linked to self-awareness. Ronaldo knows his strengths and he knows his weaknesses. He's not afraid to admit that there are things he could do better. But he doesn't stop there. He works on those weaknesses, continuously improving. He's not stuck in his own head thinking he's perfect. Instead, he's always looking for ways to improve, always striving for the next level. This mindset is what keeps him at the top of his game year after year, even as younger, faster players come onto the scene. He doesn't rest on his past successes. He uses them as stepping stones to get better. Another key element of his psychological strategy is his ability to control emotions. Soccer is an emotional game, and when you're under pressure, it's easy to let frustration, anger, or fear take over. But Ronaldo has learned how to control his emotions, especially when it matters most. There are moments when he could get upset over a bad call, a missed opportunity, or a tough tackle. But instead of letting those emotions control him, he channels them into his game. He uses that energy to keep pushing forward. And it's not just in games. Ronaldo is known for his focus off the field too. His discipline, his routines, his attention to his health. All of these things are part of how he maintains his mental game. And let's not forget the importance of visualization in his preparation. Before every match, Ronaldo takes time to imagine the game in his mind. He visualizes scoring goals, making key passes, and winning. This is a technique that many top athletes use, and it's all about preparing the mind for success. When you see yourself succeeding in your mind, you're more likely to take the right actions in real life. For Ronaldo, this mental rehearsal is crucial. It helps him feel ready, confident, and calm when the pressure is on. At this point, it's clear that Cristiano Ronaldo isn't just a great soccer player because of his talent. He's a master at using his mind to stay at the top of his game. But let's dig into something that really sets him apart from many other athletes: his focus under pressure. It's easy to look at Ronaldo's success and think, of course he's great, he's naturally talented and works hard. But it's not just that. It's his ability to stay cool when everyone else is falling apart. Think about a big game. The stadium is packed, the crowd is screaming, and the pressure is on. You're down by one goal with only a few minutes left. Most people would feel the weight of the moment, maybe even panic. But Ronaldo? He thrives in these situations. When the game is on the line, he doesn't get flustered. He stays focused, makes smart decisions, and often pulls off something spectacular. Why? Because he's trained himself to handle pressure. It's all about mental control. He doesn't let the moment get to him. Instead, he uses his mental strength to stay calm, break down the situation, and do what needs to be done. This ability to stay calm is rooted in something else that Ronaldo uses: his unwavering sense of purpose. For him, every game is a chance to prove himself, to show the world he's the best. But more than that, it's about making a statement. His statement. When he steps on the field, he's not just playing for the fans, the media, or even his teammates. He's playing for himself. He's playing to make sure that when he walks off that field, he's given everything he's got. This level of personal commitment and self-motivation is something that drives him, even when things get tough. It keeps him focused on the long-term goal, which is to keep being the best. Now here's where things get really interesting. Cristiano Ronaldo's relationship with failure is what truly separates him from so many others. You won't often hear him talk about his failures because for him, failure isn't something to dwell on, it's a lesson. If he misses a shot or loses a game, he doesn't let it define him. Instead, he asks himself, what can I learn from this? This mindset of seeing failure as an opportunity to grow is something that many athletes, and honestly many people in general, struggle with. But for Ronaldo, failure is just another step on the road to success. And this ties back to his resilience. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back from one tough situation. It's about learning how to get stronger after every setback. If you look at Ronaldo's career, he's had his fair share of challenges. Injuries, criticism, and even moments when people thought his best years were behind him. But instead of fading away, he uses these challenges as motivation to keep going. He's learned that resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about how you respond to it. Let's talk about one more thing, his team mentality. Even though Ronaldo is known for his individual brilliance, he's not just focused on personal success. He knows how to lift his teammates and bring them along for the ride. One of the biggest myths about top athletes like Ronaldo is that they're only focused on themselves, but that's not true. Ronaldo knows that success isn't just about scoring goals. It's about creating opportunities for his teammates to shine as well. And that requires psychological intelligence. It's about reading the room, understanding the dynamics of the team, and knowing when to take control and when to let others step up. So, next time you're watching a game and you see Ronaldo stepping up in those crucial moments, remember that it's not just his body at work. It's his mind. The way he controls his emotions, the way he stays focused, and the way he learns from every experience are what truly make him a legend. And the lesson we can all take from him? Mental strength is just as important as physical skill, and sometimes it's even more powerful.